I mean, it's so sad that all of these buildings is no longer, because what we used to do, they used to change the programme at the Royalty and the Regal, which was at the other end of the street, every 3 days. So consequently you used to go to the Royalty, and then on the Monday the Royalty, the Tuesday you went to the Regal, the Wednesday you went down to the Hippodrome if you were lucky, and you saw 3 different films. And that, I mean, that foyer, that entrance was absolutely magnificent.
Art Deco.
It was Art Deco. Now, again, I'm talking about me teenage life, but upstairs they had double seats.
That's right.
Yeah. At the back. Yeah. So when you went courting, you sat in the double seats. And you put your hand round like that and you were together. There wasn't the wood in between.
You weren't interfering with each other, were you?
No way! But I can remember going to see, I'm saying I can remember to go and see, but I've forgotten the name of the film, and the queue was round there, down the street, and round. It was a very famous film, and I can't remember now.
Power Cow?
It was
What?
the Ten Commandments.
Yes, the Ten Commandments.
All right, yes.
It was the Ten Commandments, and the queue was right round past the Nimmo
Yeah.
to get in to see it. It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a lovely, it was a beautiful building.
Denise?
Yeah, I can remember going either to the Royalty or the Regal when I was little, like Saturday afternoon, and enjoying the children's things that they used to put on. Yeah.
She was 19, by the way.
Eileen, have you got memories of the double seats?
Yeah, I've got memories of the double seats. But I've also got memories of the Royalty shop when we went to the matinee.
Tin shop.
Yeah,
The tin
we used to go in there, and threepence was a lot of money then, and you got your sherbet and your Spanish, and you were sitting in the front row in the Royalty. You know what I mean? With your head up like this, watching the film. You know, those are my memories of the Royalty.
Fantastic. Betty?
None of the royalty.
No. George?
Yes, I like Dorothy, I used to go like for the change of pitches, and then sometimes we go down to the Hippodrome at Thornley, and then Thornley had another one, but
The Ritz.
that was a bit more like affluent to the Hippodrome one. The Hippodrome was on the bridge where that house is now, where the stables. On the history of it, I think it used to be a theatre called the Palace, where that bloke who had the charabangs used to come, and he had a contract and bring people, and you could see them like lined up. I think in the history archives, there's History Club archives, there's some photographs of that fella from Wingate who used to bring his charabangs, and they were parked outside the Palace, which I just thought it was palatial. Like, on a laughable point, I know, like, some lads, one of my mates saying Bradford was with them, they let a pigeon off inside one night. It's much more relaxed when they went to the beam of light. Aye.
Sheila, have you got any memories of the royalty?
The only thing I can remember is when I saw the first Disney full-length film in there. Can't even remember which one it was. But before, when you went to a children's matinee on a Saturday afternoon, they were all short films. But that was the first Disney full-length film that I'd ever seen.
Steamboat Willie.
You saw it there.
No. Yes.
Excellent. John?
I believe Mr. Graves, who lived next door to us in Church Street, was projectionist.
Mr. Graves?
Mr. Graves.
The rent man.
Pardon?
The rent man, wasn't he?
He was. And didn't
Ian Graves. His son.
Tony.
your husband's brother,
Which one? Seems he has seven.
was it his wife that worked in that little
Yes, Pam.
Pam? Yeah, thought she did.
Yes.
John?
Yes, I can remember going, as Dorothy said about the Ten Commandments, I can remember it was the 6th of May 1960, because it was the same day that Princess Margaret got married. We got the day off school, in the school, they bought the tickets for you to go to see the Ten Commandments on the afternoon, and on the morning it was one of the first televised weddings on the telly, and they asked you to watch Princess Margaret getting married on the morning of there, and then we went there on the afternoon. It was about 3 hours long,
Yes,
wasn't it? There was an
Yeah, it
intermission
was.
in the middle of it, but it was a full day that we had.
Brilliant. George?
It was always the palace. My dad always never called it the royalty, it was always the palace. I never thought it was as good as the Regal. I thought Regal was a bit
posher.
Posh.
push. I can't remember the Regal having any twin seats at the back, like. I would never have been invited anyway. But that bottom right hand photograph there, didn't she used to have like a little table there selling bits of chocolate and Mars bar as you went in?
She was in a little box
In
there,
that
wasn't
little
she?
box.
No,
Yeah.
it was in it. I thought it was a doorway. When you walked in on the right,
That was the tickets on the right.
I thought she sold crisps
There was a
in there.
little doorway
there was
as you
a
went in.
doorway there.
Round that corner.
And she stood there, and
Oh yes, there was, John.
I do remember, why not me, but I remember my brother taking an OXO cube to the pictures to lick while you were watching the picture instead of couldn't afford any sweets.
Oh, he wasn't in the double
And,
six.
and I also remember taking a box of jelly. You know the jelly before you melt, you know, and chewing little bits off. Yeah, an OXO cube and jelly and you'll meal.
Bob, can you enlarge on that?
Well, I didn't have any jelly or OXO cube. No. Yeah.
But is there a fire exit on near where the stairs are? Was there a fire exit there? Or summit, a doorway there?
That's the fire exit coming out outside.
Because
Yes.
Oh, yes, the other stairs.
once again we used to go in, one of us used to pee and open the door and we'd sneak in and go up them stairs. To go
Aye.
upstairs.
There were stairs at the other side as well, you know.
Was
They're
there?
the stairs you went up.
Because like I say,
That side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something else? They used to, if you were in the front seat when a film was on, it was called the dog end. Right.
down the dog end.
And if you, I don't know, it might have been sixpence up here and threepence down there, but if you were in the dog end, you couldn't use the top toilets. You had to use just the bottom toilets.
Yeah.
And when you went in, there was 3 toilets in a row with no there. So you went in and you were sitting in the ladies' toilet,
Yeah, that
and
was
somebody
right.
was sitting next to
I
you, and
remember
somebody
that
was
one.
sitting next
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's
it
the truth.
It was good enough for the moment.
is. Yeah.
That's what
That's
they
song
used
from
to
the
do.
King and I getting to know you.
That's true, that though, isn't it? If you were in the dog end, you had to go to those
A
toilets.
bit out of hand now, Ian, with the talking of toilets, it always excites people.
I don't think there was a matinee there. It was always at the Regal, wasn't it, the matinee?
I
Yes.
can't remember a matinee there.
And
Can't remember any carpeting.
I can remember
Yeah.
standing in a queue for the Regal right along past the store
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see Pollyanna
Oh yes.
in the early 60s.
Really
My
feels.
only knowledge of the Regal. Right, we've had our 10 minutes on that, but that was fantastic. I love those stories. So who we're going to start with over